Hi everybody, this is the Final Bosman, and on today's show I'm going to be a Titanfall party pooper. Let's get started. Welcome to the show. I'm Kyle Bosman. Today, honestly feeling a little under the weather. That's why I'm wearing my glasses for the first time on the show. Just despite that, I have to start the show with an apology. I owe everyone an apology. You might remember 3 episodes back, I had an episode about GTA 5 spoilers, and I was really upset about one spoiler in particular, which turned out not to be a spoiler at all. We know how the game ends now, or at least Brandon Jones does, and I asked him about it. I said, hey, did that thing come true? And he says, no. That didn't happen, man. Is that a spoiler to say that the spoiler isn't a spoiler? I don't know. That spoiler never comes to fruition. That was just me kind of extrapolating something that wasn't there from one quote from one interview. And so now, in accordance with GameTrailers.com bylaws, I am obligated to perform an apology rap. Hello, check. I'm sorry everybody for the overreaction. I never ever wanted to be that kind of person. A spoiler's not a spoiler if it's just an assumption. So in the future I'll be cooler about that kind of thing. I'm a donkey butt. I'm just a donkey butt again. And you know what? I'll never earn your trust again, so let that be a lesson to all my former fans. Dan Houser just says stuff sometimes. So while we're talking about rules, I have like a little rules announcement to make. One of the Final Bosman rules is getting removed. People who follow the show might be familiar with with the Final Bosman rules, which is kind of just a bunch of things I don't think I should do on the show. Most notably, a list of words that I can't say. And one of these words I'm taking back today, this one. I'm taking the word cool back. Henceforth, I'm allowed to say cool. All these other words and touching my nose, off the table. Especially this word. I'm never gonna say that word. Over my dead body, you hear me? That is cool. Funny thing about the word cool, I think, is that cool has meant the same thing for like 60 years, probably more than that. Most words that mean cool, like rad and like tubular, and I don't know, flowacious, those words die. You know, they don't last forever. Cool has standed the test of time, and so for that reason, I don't know, I need it. Anyway, reason we have to talk about the word cool is because today's episode is about Titanfall, which is a cool game. Titanfall's big. It's a game that's not coming out probably for another year, but it is a big blop on a lot of people's radars. And you know, you hear them talk about it and they just say, oh, it was the biggest deal at E3. It was the biggest deal at PAX. Your jaw will drop. It's from the good Call of Duty guys. It's amazing. There's this quote from CBG that I think summarizes the entire internet reaction to this. There is a question that has seduced us for years. What would a Miyamoto FPS feel like? The answer is Titanfall. All right, I gotta think maybe it would feel a little different. But just to me, Titanfall, it looks, if you're looking at it, unexciting. It looks brown and gray. It looks like a game where you're just catching bullets and throwing them at each other. It is a multiplayer-only game. But everyone raves about it, and so that's the interesting thing, is that there's a divide there for me. Whenever I talk to someone who is in love with this game, that person usually says, oh dude, the parkour is great, it just feels great. It feels great to be inside one of the Titans, and it's fast, and you're just being amazing. And to me, what I get attached to the most in a video game is the scenario, what I'm dropped into. And I guess we use the word story a lot for the same thing, but I don't want to use story. Story is like BioShock Infinite has a good story. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to use good story, bad story. I don't want to rank them like that. It's a funny thing. And also, scenario is more all-encompassing. For example, Super Mario Brothers doesn't necessarily have a story, but it does have a scenario. Your scenario is you're Mario. You're a cool little plumber, and you're trying to save a princess. And I know that's sexist. It's sexist to want to go save a princess, but it's at least like a reason for being there. It gives me a reason to care about Mario's little adventure, as opposed to, oh, here you go. Here's this guy, he loves coins, and he likes stomping on turtle monsters. Enjoy. Which is, I don't know, I like having a reason for stomping on turtle monsters. And so with Titanfall, I get the impression that the scenario doesn't matter. I mean, sure, I think there is a backstory there and before each multiplayer match, and you do have those like puppet jaw people in the upper right-hand corner telling you what to do.
Mike ready in 15 seconds.
Now go catch the flag. The people who rave about this game generally just talk about how cool they felt. Oh, I felt so cool jumping around, getting headshots, bouncing off walls, being in a Titan and ripping someone else's Titan. They're not really talking about the scenario so much. I kind of feel like Skyrim is actually very similar. It's another first-person game where like it's about making you feel cool, and you just shoot out things out of your hands, and you kill dragons, and not necessarily anyone's way into the lore of Skyrim either, you know? Some people are, but I think the game predominantly sold so well is that is tossed aside, and everyone just feels cool for running around the countryside and marrying women and hurting dragons, and then taking the dragon's powers and just little power fantasy thing. But today's thought is essentially, hey, does that matter? Does that matter if that's all a game is? Probably not. Take it easy on them, Kyle. Video games, the point of them first and foremost is to be fun. And so what does the opinion of me matter? When it comes to like, hey, this game is built to be fun, Kyle. Why are you being so mean to it? Just sit back and enjoy a game for once. And also, it's like a little hypocritical, I guess, of me to be hard on games that are about being cool. Because I guess I should just spill it. I'm working on my own video game right now. Let me show you. It's called Philip Dollarfield Doesn't Care About Saving the Princess. And let me tell you, this game is all about being cool. It is a multiplayer game where everyone is in the first person and everyone gets to be Philip Dollarfield. Brother, let me tell you, it's got it all. It's got double jumps, parkour, robot suits, a claw for an arm, double XP weekends, ankle tattoos, Fiona Apple, double kills, and a next-gen feature I am pumped to announce, cheetah surfing. What is cheetah surfing, you ask? Cheetah surfing is a next-gen innovation. It's where you, the player, get to surf on a cheetah. It not only makes you faster, but it makes you stronger. And best of all, you feel cool. But if you don't have a cheetah and you see a Philip who does, you can knock that Philip off his cheetah so that you feel cool. Philip Dollarfield Doesn't Care About Saving the Princess is coming exclusively to the Xbox 360 in winter 2015. So look out for it. So that is the episode for this week. If you're on Twitter, you can find me at Kyle Bosman. I will be back here next week. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you then. Hey, rookie, let's see what you got. You got a Titan? Danger! Your TitanFall is happening. Don't worry, I'll just latch onto this Titan and take the guy out of the Titan. Nothing's cooler than riding in a Titan, baby. Hey, rookie, I got something to say. I love you. Okay, that's gotta be.